Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name is Arietta, and today we are doing a bonus stream because I miscalculated the content stream that goes to YouTube. So just real up front there. I didn't do my best job of planning, and so I didn't realize that I was going to be a little bit short on content for the upcoming week because I skipped Tuesday of last week for a health day, rest and health day. But I'm here, and it's Sunday, and we're just going to take things easy and just get our Pugilist and Lancer to level 25 and do all of the level 25 job quests. So the reason we are over in Vesper Bay at the moment is specifically because we are going to be working on Hunt's Log while we wait for any sort of leveling roulette, I'm sure. I did want to check something real quick, though, for the Hunt's Log. Yeah, show incomplete, and Pugilist. Pugilist has more Hunt's Log we can do, so I made the correct choice for which one we're going to do for leveling roulettes. I'm just going to send a quick message. It is a Sunday, so I am a little bit more tired than usual because I'm not used to doing this on Sundays, so my brain hasn't quite gotten to the point of, oh, you're streaming. You need to have a certain level of energy kind of baked in to what's going on. Do. Okie dokie. I sent the things that I needed to send to make sure that I have all the stuff. Going to take a sip of water because it is hot today, as it has been, and probably will continue to be forever. Well, I say water, but it's more of a cold brew herbal tea at this point, which is neither here nor there. So, now that we are here, I'm gonna open up that leveling roulette. And we are going to hope that it is enough to get us to level 25 and then get Monk to 25. I was going to take some mineral water so that we can get those good extra EXP bonuses. And now we're gonna head a little bit, there it is, the recommendations. We're gonna head a little bit up so that we can go get these hunts. Yeah, average wait time 11 minutes. This is part of the reason why I don't regularly do leveling roulettes on DPS jobs here specifically if I can avoid it. Oh, no thank you. Please don't look at me. Thank you for not looking at me. And there's that Yarzan. Okay. So something that I have been thinking about for the past couple days is that I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy on stream because that's literally the only thing I stream. but I was wondering about the idea of maybe uh, at some point playing my main character. Do we have any more? Where are you? There you are. So, like, not on our regular days, but potentially doing a bonus stream so that I do get to play my main account and finally get to the end of Endwalker and into the patch content. Moondrip Pile Driver, so it's also in the Footfalls. I think it's up here. Maybe? I don't know for sure. We'll find it, I'm sure. You sense the presence of a powerful mark. That's concerning. Does that mean that one of the uh, level 50 hunts marks are over here? This person is also struggling. Oh. And that person has a broom, which I'm going to guess means that the mark is going to be up here. I'm pretty sure that I am going to a danger zone. Yeah, that's dangerous. That is not the direction we're supposed to go after all. Where is it? Oh, toads. I hate toads. I hate toads. Aha! Moondrip Stone Hauler. So that means that the Moondrip Pile Driver should be in here somewhere. You know, I don't remember these things super well. Or why they're here. Like, I know I have to deal with them at some point for story reasons, at least for one of the job quests, but I can't remember for the life of me which one. Who are you and why are you here? Okay, that's one. Please. Please. My range only goes so far. Okay. No, don't walk away from me. I need you for reasons to come back here, so that I can stab you with my little stick. And we're gonna... Okay, so that was all the hunts log in this area, and we did get, like, a good amount of EXP from that, so we might not need the leveling roulette on this job anyways. How about that? Okay, so this is Southern Thanalin, which we haven't gotten to because we're not there in the story yet, and this is also Southern Thanalin. Southern Thanalin. This is South Shroud, but it's a level 29. And this is Bloodshore. The lower paths of South Shroud. You know what? I'm gonna try to make my way over to Southern Thanalin. Where would be... No, that's Ul'dah, so... Southern Thanalin, which we haven't gotten to yet, which is this adjoining area. Okay, so Ul'dah would probably be the fastest way to get there from here. And we need to go there for MSQ very soon anyway. Yeah, again, sorry if I'm having a little bit of a slow time navigating today. I typically do not. Okay, so that's Steps of Thal? Yes. I typically don't stream on Sundays, so it's throwing me off a little bit, and I also didn't sleep super well last night. I just woke up, had insomnia, and it just would not quit. The cat was very happy about it until she wasn't. She was very excited to sit in my lap on the couch and purr and get pet and attention and all of that until she realized that, oh, I'm awake, therefore she can get in trouble. So instead of being able to do whatever she wants at 5 a.m., she's getting in trouble for it. Okay. Okay. Ah, there's another one. Oh, that's a bigger one. I just need the regular size one, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to withdraw from the roulette, and we are going to not teleport. That is not the one I was looking for. We are going to switch to Pugilist. Are we wearing the best gear for Pugilist? Except for the visor, yeah. And we don't need the visor until next turn, because not next turn, the next level. Hi Seki, no worries. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. We just leveled up Lancer like 5 seconds ago. So now we are going to try to level up Pugilist, and then we're getting going on all of our job questy quests. And oh no! I can see it on the mini-map. Therefore, I have to go get it. So, for those of you unfamiliar, because again, I normally don't stream on this day of the week, I am doing an all jobs, all quests run of Final Fantasy XIV, and the rule is that if I see a quest on my minimap, I have to go get it. Adventure. I fear I have no time for pleasantries, but I would be much in your debt if you could perform for me a simple task. To wit, I need you to slay a rock-skin beast and obtain for me a secretion of its poison. If you've seen one of those fearsome reptiles, as I reckon you have, you know that their scales are as hard as solid stone. This acid I give you, however, will cut right through it. I haven't much, so pray use it well. Some of my countrymen are not quick to trust outsiders, but I've no time to entertain foolish prejudices. This is a matter of life and death. Apparently venom tastes like slightly sweet water. Don't know what poison tastes like though. Good, because yeah, venoms are not necessarily damaging unless you are injected with them. It really depends on the venom though, so don't like go milking rattlesnakes just to taste them. Please don't do that. That's a bad idea. However, poisons are ingested. So it's good that you don't know what the poisons taste like. Yeah, apparently in small doses you can safely drink venom. Probably not good for your stomach lining, though. Absolutely. And again, it really does depend on the venom. Some of them are still detrimental to drink because they are more potent, and your stomach lining and your intestines and all that do lead directly to your bloodstream. So don't do it. I recommend against. Greetings and welcome to Little Alamigo. My name's Esmond and I represent the Adventurers Guild. The people here are the people here need any and all help that happens their way. Might you have come to lend a hand? If so, you must first undertake a trial leave quest to prove yourself capable of surviving the many terrors of Thanolin. This task should serve as an adequate test. What say you, adventurer? I shall accept. Be warned that the Void Scent will tear free of its prison once all the pages have been assembled. Prepare yourself well. Ugh! This is when you want to go back and read what exactly you just signed up for. Adventure, I would have your ear. Have you perchance visited the ruins south of here? It is said that they date back to the area of the Beladians. As a student of history, I was delighted when my superior sent me there on patrol. My delight soon turned to dread, however, when I discovered the terrible truth. These ruins are haunted. Yes, you heard me right. Spectres of a Belladia haunt the place to this day, and my limited training has hardly prepared me to face such horrors. Would you be so obliging as to take this holy water and shepherd the lost souls to Thal's realm? You can have my ear, but I want it back when you're done. Okay, so I'm going to head over to... I'm gonna head over to East Shroud just to take on the overgrown ivy, get that done, because I don't exactly remember where these are. And it's also in a higher level area than I am leveled for. And I promise we will soon have no reason to visit this place until like level 60. So please be patient as we get through the content. There will come a time when we will be visiting new areas, like Southern Thanolin, where we just were. That's right, I don't have any form of distance attack. That's 2. Fun fact, Pugilist is the only one without any ranged attack. Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm sure there are people who really enjoy the challenge of that, but I like ranged attacks. Ranged DPS is my favorite type of job in this game. Yeah, I don't think Weaver counts. I don't think any of the profession jobs count because they're not combat. Okay, so this was South Shroud Upper Path, so we need to teleport over to Quarry Mill. So, Seki, what is your favorite job quest line in this game? I would like to know. Okay, I don't remember where the Curial hunters are, but I remember where the smallmouth Ouroboran and the bark eft are. Let me just get past the Ked traps and I'll read what you said. I really like Scholar, but 95% of the population will say Dark Knight for very good reason. It's up there for sure. Yeah, I've heard good things about Dark Knight. I haven't done the Dark Knight quests yet, but I'm gonna because that's part of this challenge. What about the Scholar quest did you really like? Is it just because it's your favorite job, or is it the quest line just really fun or interesting? Are there any more nearby? Gonna have to wait for those to respawn. Okay, so not black, bark efts. Those are back here a ways, or are they down? I actually like the quest line because it delves into otherwise never really talked about lore that really expands on a number of different zones and plot points. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't gotten very far in Scholar quests on any character that I've played. Um, just I was so afraid of healing and it felt so complicated that I was honestly too scared to actually do it. Okay, so the bark efts. Those are upper paths as well, so I want to say... Yeah, I can't remember if they're right here or down here. I think they're down here, though. So let's go that way to start. Yes, I guessed correctly. It's a nice mix of lore fun and also genuinely sweet moments. That's awesome. Yeah, I do like our little Lalafell buddy from the Scholar quest, and I do like that for some of these quests, the quest givers and quote-unquote trainers, teachers, whatever you want to call them, uh, they aren't necessarily the class that you are training, and I do like that. He's just a little scholarly marauder that we'll get to see more of in 5 levels. Okay, that's Silent Arbor and that's Lower Paths. So let's head up to Silent Arbor because Lower Paths is still a bit high level for us. Yeah, I totally get it. Like, uh, from what I remember, it's kind of like how coming here and doing the side quests and doing Palace of the Dead lore gives you insight into one of the ancient societies that you otherwise really wouldn't get to see any information on. Okay. Just keep running. No! Go away! Oh! They aren't stopping. And I just heard a loud crash. Hopefully it wasn't anything too bad. Okay, that's still Red Belly. Are they down? That's right, they are down. Okay. Seki says, I feel like this game could do really well with a set of novels. There's so much material to write about. Yes, that was something that I wanted to get more involved with in regards to the World of Warcraft novels, because I own a couple of them. It sounds like my partner is either dealing with whatever the cat is doing, or she's just in her box, which she's allowed to do, because she likes to play in and chew on packing material. Oh. Uh-oh. There we are. Okay. Oh, Ifrit. Hi, Ifrit. Yeah, this should level us up nicely. I just wish I knew this job better. Okay. Oh. I should have done that before we got into combat. Oh well. When red? Why red? How red? Okay. And don't at me about positionals. I know I'm doing this wrong. I feel it in my bones. Oh my god, the nail has positionals. What is this? I never noticed that the Infernal Nail had positionals before. That's hilarious. And also obnoxious. Okay. Arm of the Destroyer. Well, that's nice. Okay. I guess everyone just left. Okay. Uh-oh. Was that the sound that I'm in combat still? Yes. Oh god. We're gonna just run. We're just gonna run and hope we're running in the correct direction. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so all of our jobs are level 25 or higher. Why do we have turn-ins? That's 26 and that's 26, which means we can turn them in on Pugilist, but we can't turn them in on everything else. So, that's hilarious and adorable. Let's see. Archer is probably the lowest level. Actually, what am I doing? So we need to update all of our jobs to have the proper gear now, because all of them are above level and can no longer use the friendship circlet that we have been using to get the extra gear. Not extra gear, extra EXP. Actually at this low level you only positional of the side, no, but it's not too bad if you miss it. Apparently in the past messing up positional killed the entire combo. Yeah! that stinks. I would be very mad about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through and update gear on all of this real quick. So Gladiator. Preferable. Marauder. Good. Conjurer. Everybody gets a level up. Arcanist. Pugilist we just did, right? Yes. And Lancer should be similar? No, Lancer has a new hat. What? What is this pun joke, Seki? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Don't Arcanist, just Arduist? What? What are you saying? Oh my goodness. Okay, so all of our combat jobs now have the correct gear, and it looks like since we're here, we might as well turn in the level 25, not 25, level 26 quests since they're already done. You swapped can like I can do it with do like I'm doing it. I see. Not Arcanist, Arduist. I see, I see. So the lowest of the 26 is Conjurer, but we're probably going to use Conjurer in a duty soon, so I'm going to flip back to Archer and turn them in here. Okay, Balin. You've done good work today, friend. Still, with that self-styled king of the Curio Claws running the operation, the poachers are not like to yield easily. No, we must be more vigilant than ever. Thank you for the money. Hello, Cuthbert. Well, were you able to reclaim the axe from those bloody thieves? Yes. A great battle axe passed down through the generations until it finally fell to Cuthbert. Just as Grandfather always described it. You're a godsend, friend. Grandfather, I swear to you, the next time a red belly sees this axe, it'll be buried in his good-for-naught skull. Fun? You fought well today for us, friend. When Burberry is reclaimed for our people, you can take pride in knowing that you struck a vital blow. Vitality's good, right? I don't remember what any of these do. Oh, I whispered too low and it didn't catch on the captions. I don't remember what any of these do. Strength is good for attacking things, but I'm more interested in that great purple dye. Short-term buffs. Yeah, I got that. I just don't remember what vitality does. Oh, that was a thing that I was going to do. Not... Oh, I don't have a Chocobo saddlebag yet. That's probably coming soon. Hey, look, another quest. The vitality's the I don't want to die stat. Well, I should have grabbed that and... Ugh, whatever. Okay. You couldn't have come at a better time, friend. I have a crisis on my hands here. What manner of crisis, you ask? Do you see this bottle of Muntai sauce? It's empty, down to the last drop. Of course it's a crisis. Why, if our guards find their supper wanting for flavor, they're like as not to turn their lances on me instead of our foes. Might you travel to the Muntai cellars and obtain some from Masher Aramont to save a poor culinarian from this dire fate? Yeah, sure. Okay, so we picked up all the quests that we needed to do, and now we're going to teleport before we find any new ones. So we are at the do all the job quest portion of this stream. Aethernet. We're going to the Archers Guild. Okay, and I'm gonna have some more water. This is just such a cool archery range. And how incredibly impractical, because as soon as you overshoot any of these, it lands directly in the water. And then, like, depending on the materials used, it's practically useless at that point. Not that it matters for this game, because there is no ammunition count, which I don't miss from other games. Accidental free dinner. Oh, that's a cute Vieira. Yeah, very cute. Okay, back to what we were doing. Ah, Arietta, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I am concerned about Lee and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective, and while mayhap it's best you see for yourself, I cannot feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Arietta. Okay. Oh gods, did Lucienne send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and it most definitely is not yours. If you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean, to track down Pawa Mujak and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and the Wood Wailer seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Arietta. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. And I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver, and while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not, I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am sure of Mujak's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it's only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you're so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Mikote. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. You're such an ass. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Arietta, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and the merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud, Arietta. So unbearably loud. And then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen, and I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Arietta, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I had gotten better. Pawa Mujak, she was just so much more. I've been thinking, Arietta, and maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silvera's right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Arietta, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you for one last time. Alone in the South Shroud. These Gridanians would not understand. You like the ammo concept for certain games, but only if spells costing mana actually matters as a resource. Yeah, it can be good for some games, but for a lot of them, I find it super annoying. I'm specifically thinking of World of Warcraft, playing an archer, not an archer, a hunter, and just, I think they did away with it, but that was after I stopped playing because it was so annoying. Okay, so what job are we going to pick now? We're going to grab Conjurer. That's the wrong button. Okay. I liked being an engineer and making my bullets from my gun. I don't even remember the jobs anymore. Like, I am just tired, you know? Just tired. Okay. Oh, we already grabbed this one. Didn't we? Like mother, like daughter. No, we haven't. It's just that it's in a different location. Okay. No, I remember engineer. I just don't remember which job had a gun. Hunter had a gun too, okay? I think I strictly used bow and arrow. Welcome, Arietta. The tales of your deeds reach me even here in the cloistered heart of Stillglade Fane. Glad I am that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the poor girl. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers who were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of their mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus I turn to you to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray travel to Buskern Struthers and speak with, Wolfew. She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie and will be able to tell you more of how the young lady fares. Okay. And Lancer. One thing you do like about WoW as opposed to Final Fantasy was that many classes could use different weapons. Would like to see a hammer paladin. Yeah, I mean, yes, that is very cool, and there is some variation, but it's very obvious which one is preferable in most cases. Like, you can use a wand or a staff as a thaumaturge or white mage or conjurer or black mage, you know the ones. But it is usually preferable to use the staff, which is why those are the ones that are given to you in the late game. Okay. It is good to see you again, Arietta, and stronger than when we last spoke. Plainly, you have devoted many hours of training, which is just as well, for I have a mind to set you on your next task. At the Bramble Patch, you came to grasp the true meaning of courage. I would have you put that courage to the proof before 3 masters of our art. In the many years since they began their training within these walls, these men have led very different lives, yet they still share the distinction of being regarded amongst the finest lancers of their time. And just as they once looked to their seniors for inspiration, so too shall you look to them. By availing yourself of their wisdom, you will take another step towards becoming a fully fledged lancer. Your first instructor is a man named Matamoi. Mat Mataomi. Mataomi. Seek him out at Amari Sai's spire in the East Shroud, where he serves as a frontier sentry. The long years at his post have honed Mataomi's perception. No detail escapes the man's piercing gaze. Present yourself before him for inspection, Arietta, and do as he bids you. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, at least in some endgame content like Baja, not at all spoiler for just the name of an area, you can use the old wand and shield combo. Okay, interesting. Also, as just appeared in chat, there is a link to my Beacons directory, where if you would like to be notified of bonus streams like the one that we are currently doing, you can follow that link to get to the Twitter for this stream channel. Or if you would like to watch previous streams, the recordings of those can be found at the YouTube link through this directory. If you would like to support my ability to keep streaming and to improve this content, you can head over to the Ko-fi right now on screen. It's showing our goal of getting all the computer parts necessary for an upgrade. Unfortunately, I cannot do this piecemeal as my parts in my PC are so old that Google can't find them. I wish I was kidding. That is not a joke. So, we are halfway there. I currently have the new CPU and the new RAM on my desk, but I need a CPU cooler and motherboard. I might also end up needing to get a power supply and a bigger hard drive because I spent most of yesterday clearing out my hard drive because it was full. And finally, if you would like to just give me a gift but would like to keep your information private, feel free to head over to Throne, which is a gift-giving service that has a wish list and keeps your information yours and my information mine. Alright, so plug done. Back to working on quest stuff. Let's do, since we're already on Lancer, let's do this one first. So Questions in Lancers is going to be in East Shroud. We head over to the Hawthorne Hut to get started. And we're heading just back where we just were. Soon we will get to level 30 and not see this area again for 30 more levels. Okay, I think he's at the top of the stairs, which, if you know me, I really don't like these because they make me dizzy. And it's worse today because I didn't get much sleep. Therefore, a lot of my regular equilibrium processes are basically shut down in my body. Thanks, chronic illness. You must be the young Lancer I was told to expect. Greetings and well met. I am Mataomi. I will try so hard, but we might need to just shorten his name. Commander of the brave men and women of this spire. Now let's have a good look at you. I see. You possess strength and skill in abundance. Of this there is no doubt, but you still want for experience. Oh, I don't doubt you've seen much more. Mayhap you believe there is naught left out there to unnerve you. Yet this world is wide, and only the gods can claim to know all. You may be assured that the legendary Lancers of old faltered at times. Oh hey, it's Math. Say hi to Math. We'll call him Math. Math is a good name. No Lancer nor any man can foresee all possibilities, but he can steel himself for the unexpected. I would have you do just that. Take this bottle of fresh spoken blood and sprinkle it at the foot of the great tree to the north. Doing so will lure out creatures of the night which you are to vanquish. This is the most recent job quest I've done on my main because I was wanting to get in a little bit more practice as a lancer because I was having so much trouble with it. Alright, let's scroll way the heck back because they're likely to appear just behind us as they always do. The warm blood of a bipedal sentient. For some unknown reason, the humors will not coagulate. Hello. And it's like, I think you said it was level 38 when uh, Dragoons finally get an AoE, which is obnoxious. Yeah, that's pretty dang late. I have this big long stick, and yes, it is pointy at the end. However, I'm pretty sure I can just swing it and pelt someone over the head with the haft. And do a wide enough arc to swing and to hit several heads at the same time. Thank you. Welcome back, lass, and well done. I bore witness to your battle with mine own eyes. The bloodbat bewilders its prey with its ceaseless flittering, which makes putting a spear in the beast an exercise in frustration that may easily have given rise to panic. Yet to your credit you fought on resolutely and thus emerged the victor. Ywain has taught you well, young one. You have a way to go, to be sure, but beneath those rough-hewn edges I see the makings of a great lancer. With my blessing, make your way to Buscaron Struthers in the South Shroud. It is there that your next instructor, Buscaron himself, awaits. The man had a unique approach to our art. Though it's a fair while since he hung up his spear, his words are well worth hearing. Indeed, lancers visit him as much for his counsel as they do his mead, good though it is. By meeting Buscaron and availing yourself of his knowledge, your lance work will surely improve. At least tanks get theirs earlier. Well, I mean, it's required for the job. You would think that, but wait till you see the AoE animation. Oh no, I'm scared. It defies all logic that you just mentioned. So you don't even use your lance, or are you just stabbing really, really fast? I'm very curious, but I'm going to take a quick intermission to grab a quick snack because I am hungry. So, switching over to the intermission screen, and you'll wait for me to see it. Okay, so that's going to be... Alright. I'm going to take that quick break, and I will return shortly. Please grab yourself a snack, or stretch, or grab water, or other hydration as needed for yourselves, and I will see you soon. Okay, I am back, and I already had issues unmuting myself. And uh, I don't know if you've already left, Seki, but I hope you enjoy your dessert. So we are going to just do a quick old teleport over to Quarry Mill and run over to Buskron's Druthers, since that's where two of our quests are. Level 25. Okay, that is our Lancer quest. We're gonna have so many side quests and MSQ available to us when I stream again on Tuesday. Well, if it isn't Ywain's protege, I thought I was about I thought it was about time you arrived. I'm Buskron. We've met! How could you forget me? I'm Buskron, and this here's my place. In case you're wondering why old Ywain sent you, I should mention I've not always been in the food and drink business. Before I opened the Druthers, I manned an outpost not far from here. Any road. Between keeping throats wet and bellies full, I ain't got a great deal of time to just chat just now. So if you don't mind, I'll get on with the educating. Now, take this nice bottle of full flower mead. Wait, don't open it. This ain't that kind of lesson. No, I want you to make an offering of it at Miss Dale's Lance, which is a monument tucked away in a rocky cleft to the south of here. See the bottle there safely, complete with its contents, and when you've come back, I'll tell you a story. Got all that? Good. Okay. I think it's over near the Bark F's that we were working at earlier. No, just a little south of that. Okay. That's a monster. I mean, we fought the monster, but geez, that thing's big. Okay, this aged honey liqueur has a faint bouquet of roses and ochus. Of course it does. Okay, we have offered up the offering. Ah, it's so big. I'm glad antelopes aren't that big in real life. That would be terrifying. Oh, the Shiba! Oh, it's so cute. There's a Shiba mount in this game. It's new, not like super new for people who actually play the game and know about it, but it's reasonably new, as in it's been in the game a shorter amount of time than I've been streaming the game. So you offered up the mead as I told you, and without drinking a drop, very well, you shall have a tale of me as promised. Nistel was the man who founded the Lancers Guild, and the monument I sent you to was erected in his honor. Mistel was courage made flesh. Cut him, and I dare say he'd have bled the stuff. It was him who first identified the two aspects of a Lancer's courage, as well as how to go about tempering him. And that weren't all he did. Seeing how the art had gone stale, what with our Lancers keeping to the confines of the Twelves Wood, he sought to bring in new techniques and methods from faraway lands. But Gridania was a different place in his day. The outside world was a thing to be shunned back then, and non-forest-born were considered faithless savages. Aye, it was even worse than now. Which is really impressive because we've met a lot of jerks. Of course, old Miss Stale wasn't afraid to call that way of thinking what it was. A lot of ignorance and cowardice. To cut a long story short, despite a forest full of good old Gridanian stubbornness, he finally convinced the nation to open its doors to foreign lancers, and by blending their techniques with his own, he gave the world the art which you now practice. To this day, the Lancers Guild accepts students regardless of their origin. That wouldn't have been possible if it hadn't been for Miss Dale. Us Lancers owe him much and more, and it's our charge to carry on his legacy. Never forget that. Eh? What's that? When's the trial? Blah! Much as I hate to disappoint, there isn't one. Your courage was never in doubt, lass. My part in your training's done. 'Tis time you visited your third and final instructor, a fellow by the name of Valclaert. You'll find him whiling away his time at the Bob and Cork like as not. Oh, and that's the name of an inn in Fallgourd Float, in case you don't know. Up in the North Shroud it is. Vauclair is an old rival of mine. Me and him used to go at it till neither man could lift his spear tip off the ground. I warn you, he was right stubborn bugger back then, and the years ain't done much to improve his humors. So good luck with impressing him. Alright, and we grabbed that last time. I'm so proud of us. The planning ahead, impeccable. Hey, look. It is a golden frog. Alright, now back to what we were doing. And he's upstairs, I want to say. Yes, there he is. I take it you're the young lancer of whom Uwain spoke. An adventurer besides by the look of you. I was an adventurer myself once. That was before I became a lance for hire. But enough idle talk. You've come to learn from me, and learn from me you shall. Be warned, though. You will not find me as lenient an instructor as the others. Now pay attention. Thus far you have learned to muster your courage in situations of fear, panic, and uncertainty. With me, you'll learn to do so in the face of change. The enemy is a living thing, and living things are apt to change. Whatever the nature of that change, a lancer must be able to think and adapt. And to think and adapt during battle requires courage. To teach you the meaning of my words, I'll have you challenge a fiery fiend known as the Red Balloon. However, the creature will appear only where there is a raging flame. You may kindle such a flame by procuring 6 fingers from slain balloons and depositing them at the gutted campfire. This should suffice to entice the red balloon. As the battle wears on, the creature's fury shall burn with ever greater fervor until it's ripe to burst in a conflagration of death. Let courage lend strength to your lance and extinguish this fiery foe. Alright, and I did just want to check. Yeah, 22 out of 30 quests, so we are going to definitely need to get through these on a case-by-case basis, or rather city-state by city-state basis, just to make sure that we aren't overwhelmed with them. Oh, we have to get the balloons over here. There they are. Hey, maybe get away from the clay golem. That thing's big. Uh-oh. No thank you. Uh-oh. Also no thank you. Dang it. Mistakes were made! Mistake. Okay. There's one. And two. And three. Will there be enough if we get all the way down there? We'll have to find out and try to avoid this clay golem in the process. Oh, hey. And that makes four. And I see some on the map. Very good. They keep calling them like hares and rabbits and things like this, but this is just a bug. This is a slug with legs. And a weird tail. The naming conventions, I swear. That's five. Oh. And six. So we have obtained the fingers, and now we need to head further south in order to utilize them. I do think it's really neat that they... Oh, no, I don't go all the way down there. But that they demonstrated with the ropes and everything what it takes to keep all of these pathways accessible. It's real neat. Balloon finger. This tiny finger taken from a void scent balloon is hot to the touch. I didn't know the balloons were void scents, but that totally makes sense. Yeah, that's right. These things, well, this thing specifically gets bigger the longer the fight goes on. Are you gonna do a big splody? Is that what I have to be concerned about? Nope. You're gonna just die. Right on the spot. Thank you for that. Okay. And back up to Falgart we go. I do think it's really cool how much this area changes just from one zone to the next to make it very different from the rest of the shroud. So you have vanquished the red balloon. No less than I would expect of one of Ywain's. Your enemy altered its nature throughout the encounter, thereby causing the terms of battle to shift repeatedly. Yet ever did you press onward, your courage holding firm in the midst of constant change. So it was that you emerged triumphant. I am not known for being liberal with my praise, but you have done well. Yours is a genuine courage. Mind you, that does not give you license to forsake your training. You are still but a fledgling among us, after all. I am finished with you. You may report back to Wayne, and when you do, tell that young upstart that I demand he show his face here from time to time. That is all. Okay. I am going to head back to South Shroud. That is the wrong one. Well, I'm going to need to use that one anyway, but I'm going to head back to the South Shroud to do the Archer and Conjurer quests. And again, since we did take a little bit of an intermission, if you are new here, currently what we are trying to accomplish is doing all of the jobs and all of the quests in Final Fantasy XIV simultaneously. So we are doing all the level 25 job quests currently. We got all of our Disciples of Hand and Disciples of Land jobs to 25 or higher on Friday and picked up all of those quests. We have not done them yet, but we just today got the last 2 of our jobs above level 25, so we can do the Disciple of... is it the Disciple of War and Disciple of Magic? Anyways, all of the combat jobs, we're doing that today. We won't get to all of them, I'm sure, but we will make an increasingly large dent, I would hope. And we're about to have a cutscene, I think. Yes. No! Don't hurt her! And there I was thinking you mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting her, though. 'Tis rude to presume, missy, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait! It's not her fault, it's mine. I invited her. She's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and she's not a Gridanian. Ah, I do begin to recall her face. I knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, she ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Arietta, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss, but I realize now that my place isn't at the guild. It isn't with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Gridania's. It's all I have left, Arietta, so I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucienne or Silvera. The hells I won't. Arietta! I had a feeling she might be harboring a few niggling objections. Worry not, sister. Put an arrow in her. No! Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with featherin' a bloody venturer? No bugger'll miss her. I'll miss her all right, so just stop. Dear me, and I had such high hopes for you, Miss Alia Poe. Waste o' bloody time. A keeper what's lost her nerve about as much use to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. Ah, I'd better not see neither of you again, 'cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey what's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away! How do you do it, Arietta? How do you live in this place with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Arietta? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. And there's only one way I can think to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Aww. Poor sad little Mikote. The flying card just kills me every time. That's right, so that's going to be Conjurer, but we'll finish up this part of Archer first. If I can get in the door. Maybe this is not... Where'd she go? That's the marvelous one. Oh, the Bannock is back. This is the Druthers. Buscaron Struthers. I really need a nap. We meet again, Arietta. I assume Brother Asumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying here in the South Shroud. The source of this extensive blight is found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voices of the elementals shriek their dismay in the vicinity of the withered treant. I suggest you give the area a wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylphie wandering about this part of the Twelveswood. It seems that her mother, a woman who healed with conjury but remains untrained by the guild, called this region her home. Sylphie herself had her head buried in some manner of tome, but if she is as sensitive to the elemental's murmurings as I am led to believe, then the din within her mind must have been driving her to distraction. Pray speak with the child and see that she is well. I would do so myself if my current duty were not so pressing. We will in fact be setting out any moment. Is she in here? There she is. Arietta! I should have known that Wolfew would tattle on me, and Brother Asumi sent you to take me back, didn't he? This is where my mother used to live, you know, right up until she passed on. Folk were grateful for the healing she offered. And this is the journal she used to keep. There's an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art, how there are always more people wounded in battles when mortals abuse the power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw on nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things, and I want to do what she would have wanted. I'm going to stop using conjury altogether. Ugh. I've never heard the voices this mad before. I bet it's because Wolfew and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. Child, that's not at all what's happening. You are yet small and do not know the ways of this world, and that your mother could have been wrong or misinterpreted the signs that were given to her. But I will come and make sure that you don't do any lasting harm to yourself or anyone else. No, Ked Trap. Bad Ked Trap. Already have to deal with enough Ked Traps. Ah, rude. I knew it was going to happen, and yet... Okay. Gods, it's so loud. Can't you hear it? Nature is shrieking in rage. And we have an instanced fight. Ooh. And it's named after food again. I hate when they name it after food. Also, because we are not in a party with the NPCs, we cannot heal them. I also dislike that quite a bit. Oh, I didn't notice that there were fairies here. Okay. Okay, hopefully I'm able to get to all these before any of the NPCs die, but we will only be able to see in the last moments, most likely. Duty complete. Excellent. I have no idea how that worked out so well. Pretty sure I failed it on another character. That's the word I was looking for. I can't believe nature actually helped us. There was nothing scary about it at all. I might still wonder if it really was safe for conjurers to borrow that power if I hadn't seen the way you wield it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please go on ahead without me. Okay, so all of the stuff is going to be back in Gridania, except for this, which is near Bent Branch. Okay, switch back to Archer. I don't know if I'm ever going to be completely certain that I am saying it correctly ever again. I'm so used to saying Conjurer that I keep saying Archer instead of Archer. Okay, where is she? No, we have not joined a fate. I refuse. Shall we begin, Arietta? Oh, we fighting? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. We're fighting. Okay. Unexpected turn of events! And me without remembering what my buttons do. This is ridiculous. I play Bard as my secondary character on my main, and yet... Can I remember my rotation? No, absolutely not. That would just be way too skilled of me. It always sucks when you have to fight someone that you like in this game. It's so simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with my own. I was so afraid of letting go of my cherished notion of archery. I am having tongue twister, so it is time to drink water. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. Hi, Seki, welcome back. But I have a family here too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I've become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, and discern the naked truth. It's a little wonder then that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Ahem. Thank you, Arietta. I know now that I belong at the guild together with you and Lucienne. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. Gods help me, I think I might actually miss him. Gods help you indeed. And now we go back to Gridania and turn in all the quests we've just completed. Definitely getting tired if I'm just staring at the loading screens. Okay, so we were going to Archer's Guild. As a Lullafell, all gear I make for myself should be cheaper. I mean, based on materials, yes. But that would be so complicated to program into the game. Welcome home, Arietta. You need not say a word. One look at Lee's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passionate fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Arietta, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on you, on your continued support in the future. Okay. Velveteen shirt is worse. Het is worse. Gloves? Better. A little bit. Shoes. Also better. So that's 23 to 25, and these are also 23 to 25. I think the gloves are slightly better than the shoes, so we're going to go with that because we're going to get the shoes from another job anyway. Lullafell supremacy. Ridiculous. And no, not easy to code at all. Okay, so let's turn in Lancer next. Oh, I forgot to change. That's not the thing I was trying to click. Close. Oh, it's still got the... I forgot that we were still wearing the gross little subligar. I thought we had changed pants. Disappointment. Don't give me that look, Seki. Old Valclair demands I show my face. I can only assume the buxom brunette at the float isn't lavishing him with the attention he craves. Very well, I'll see what I can do. As for you, Arietta, well done. I never doubted that you would meet the approval of all three men, yet I am no less proud of you for having done so. You have traveled far along the Lancer's path, and soon you will no longer require my guidance. In fact, you need overcome but one further trial to complete your education here. Do so, and I will give you my blessing to leave the Lancers Guild and embark upon a new adventure with spear in hand. As ever, apply yourself to your lance work, and return when you are ready for your final challenge. I look forward to our next meeting. So it's the same stuff. How does it compare to this one? Worse. That's not what I was trying to do. Worse. 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 Literally all of it's bad. We're taking the money. And even the lance we have on is better than that. Frustrating. Alright, everyone, get a good stretch in. Okay. And now that we are sitting up straight and have stretched, we're going to go over and turn in Conjurer. I always find it interesting that people just sometimes will hang out at Stillglade Fane just out front. It's just like, what are you doing here? Do you just meet here with your friends sometimes? Are you role-playing? Should I be concerned? Unripe blueberries are white and I feel bad. Identity crisis berries. So apparently there are blueberries that are pink, and they are called pink lemonade blueberries. And they are supposed to have a almost tropical flavor. I want them, and Kate from the channel Strawberry Short Kate, she mentioned them and is planning on baking a blueberry pie with the pink blueberries, and I want it, but she doesn't live near enough to me that I would be able to go and get some. So I need to find some of these pink blueberries. Weird, but yes, I want to try. I also want to try elderberries, but you can only find stuff flavored with them. Yeah, elderberries are kind of difficult to find. You have to get them through something like an organic co-op or online dried in bulk from an herbalist. Otherwise, it's near impossible to find them, which stinks because I'm currently out of my elderberry tablets that I take with my medications in the morning because I don't know how extensive the effect my chronic illnesses are on my immune system. So I try to do everything I can to make sure that I don't get sick, including taking supplements as needed and only in amounts that work with my medications. So, fun fact, kids, if you are taking medications, be very careful if you are drinking aloe, doing anything with collagen or gelatin, or taking slippery elm, because all of those are types of ingredients that will line and coat your stomach and or intestines and can affect the absorption rate of your medications, the foods you eat, etc. Yeah, there's aloe juice. There's also aloe jelly, which is really good. I love aloe juice with the jellies in them. They taste wonderful. I don't like straight aloe juice because it is not sweet and it smells like wet socks. But yeah, you have to be very careful about these things. So please be aware, and if you are taking medications while eating or consuming these ingredients, definitely do so with enough space after having taken your medications so that they do not interact or interfere. So with that PSA over, let's talk to a Sumiyan. Welcome back, Arietta, and you also, Sylphie. Brother Asumi, I'm sorry I ran away like that. I understand, child. Did you find the answers you sought? Yes, thanks to Arietta. She showed me that nature was nothing to be afraid of. I think I know why my mother refused to call upon its powers. She believed the act caused suffering to nature itself. I see. So it was her very love for nature that prevented her from drawing on its strength. Tell me, Sylphie, has the fog of indecision now lifted from your mind? It has, Guildmaster. I understand now why my mother chose the path she did. Full glad am I to hear that, for I must ask of you one more question. Yes, Brother Asumi? When you first witnessed Arietta cleanse a corrupted element, you mentioned hearing voices. How exactly did they sound? The voices? Well, they sounded joyful, like a crowd letting out a sudden cheer. I really heard them, I swear. I'm sure you did, Sylphie. This is a gift. Conjurers may sense the power of nature and borrow from its strength, but not all can hear its whispers. What you describe are the voices of the elementals. You may very well possess the talent to become a hearer. A hearer? Of course, much relies on your study of conjuring. You have a natural aptitude, but thus far have lacked commitment. You must not neglect your training, Sylphie. Putting aside such matters for a moment, I am curious to hear about the disturbance you observed in the South Shroud area. I assume from the reports that I have received that it was of a different magnitude to those which you have previously encountered. Am I correct? This bodes ill. The creature known as mud pies are not native to the Twelveswood. I wonder what relation this may have to the seemingly ever-increasing frequency of these disturbances. Something beyond the damage wrought by the calamity afflicts the Twelveswood. I shall commune with the elementals and seek to identify this threat. Arietta, Sylphie, I may have need of you both before long. Until then, give yourselves over to the study of our art. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall and the wind guide your path. Okay. That's worse. That is a little better. That is better. And that's the same, just about. That has more item levels, so I'm going to take that. And I mean, we're going to be getting the other one from Thaumaturge. Okay. So those are all the combat jobs. Oh, hey! This person looks kind of like me, except with darker skin and has the, what's it called? I can use words. I remember things. Bangs in the front. Okay, anyways. Where was I gonna go next? Probably to Limsa, because a lot of our follow-up quests are going to be in Ul'dah area. We don't have too much time left, but we can definitely pick up quests. Oh, the lag is real. The lag is real! Okay, airship ticketer. Please send me to Limsa. Yes, thank you. While we wait, this is a good time to mention that we are 2 followers away from 20, and at 20 followers, I'm going to be opening up a community Discord. So if you would like in on that, please feel free to hit the follow button. I would greatly appreciate it, and it definitely helps the stream out. Okay, Drowning Wench. And we switch jobs. Let's start with Marauder, since we can, and it's going to be faster to teleport there. Not like a ton, but faster enough. Are we going to be able to fight the big old bull yet? Probably not. We probably have like 2 more quests, I'm guessing. This one and the next. Arietta. Our near disastrous encounter with the pack of that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of the beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared you for a trial. I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Sulkwib awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Arietta. The pride of the guild itself rests on the keen edge of your axe. It would be a load of bull if you couldn't. That is pretty low-hanging fruit, no, Seki, but I mean, I've heard worse. It's still pretty good. You've word from my brother? Ha, the pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it's you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. You don't want to disappoint the poor boy, now do you? Let us be about this trial, Arietta. I shall meet you on the Salt Strand in Lower Lenosha, where your trading is to take place. Well, naturally I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend to your wounds and bleed to death. Yeah, not wrong. Not nice, but not wrong. Okay. Which jobby job? Let's do rogue. Yeah. It's a bit annoying to constantly have to change your camera position, and since I play keyboard and mouse, like the A and D keys are usually how I do it. You're looking at inside, as always, Lonnie. Yes, I will get that haircut soon. I just keep forgetting to do it. Oh there, Arietta. We have a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough, what with that Milala Mort snapping at our heels, but we still managed to grapple that first trinket without too much fuss. Biting back them other 2 treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who we're up against. Alright, we've 2 baubles left on the list, the Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Oi, where's Perimu got to? Underfoot? He's still looking to whittle the tail behind that bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I've been doing some digging on me own into these executioner allies of the grinning curs, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Arietta, you heard of the bloody executioners, I hope? It seems the curs was feeding from the famble of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lass. Within limbs and lumens of the bloody executioners wield power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They was none too fond of Merlewood or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire what eventually convinced them to play nice with the Thalacracy. But pirates ain't so ones to play nice for long. Not now that Hilfier ain't around to helm the ship, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks, and the strongest captains and lieutenants have begun to form their own factions, and are scrabbling to claim the top chair for themselves. Of course, not one of the bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioners ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group what is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they call themselves, was the ones that took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last two treasures we've yet to cloy. Rumor around town says that even for the executioners, these coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. Piss on Malala's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen on coming to blows with them. If they ever came after us. Large or small, it don't much matter. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. Aye, the grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor sodden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprits carry on unpunished. I mean to see the job to the end, and that means biting back the treasures and handing out proper justice to them as deserve it. But Jack! Listen, with all the infighting going on at present, stabbing a short blade into one faction's toe ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, the reformist buggers are so far split up from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time we got to work. Arietta, you're to track down our black market contact. I set him to looking into the Cur's new allies a while back, so we should have some answers for us by now. The veil was lifted by a southerly this morning. That'll put the old man at his haunt in Lower Lenosha. Here, take this sack of blunt and pay a visit to the House of Sticks. That's kobold territory, if you didn't know. The old man bribes him with ore and hires the biggest and meanest sods as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. Okay. And now we pick up Arcanist, and I think that's the last combat job in Limsa to pick up. Yeah. The rest of them are all in Ul'dah. Have you come to ask about Clythia's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been bleached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Clythia out of her shell the first time, our absent guildmaster. And though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there, and even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Memaroon's trading post in Upper Lenosha and speak with anyone who might have seen the Guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Crid Tia. Alright, so I do really like her ears. I like the color. It reminds me of a Trix yogurt, and I approve of that. So, we've gotten quite a bit done today. We've picked up a lot of job quests, and we've done several job quests, and we got all of our jobs to be over level 25. So now at this point, we've come to the end of this stream. I will, of course, be back on Tuesday for our regularly scheduled stream. But even though we've still got like 5 minutes, I'm pretty dang tired still. So, ending soon screen, turn off desktop audio. Let me just see if there's anyone online for us. Well, obviously there's people online, but someone we know online to raid. Or at least know of. You understand what I'm saying. Oh, Claire's online. Claire is playing Mass Effect. She is doing a Renegade run. Let's go bug Claire. Alright, everybody. As per usual, I have again forgotten to add a bot command for this. Insurers are hopping in to say hi. Alright, so here is the raid message, and we're going to stop in on our good friend Claire. Control copy, and just so you are all aware, Claire is a variety streamer. And lately she's been playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. She is currently doing a Renegade run. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Mass Effect, like I was before watching her stream, there are two general morality paths to take with your choices. There's one that is basically good, and paladin-esque, I would describe it. And the other one is renegade, which is, generally kind of selfish and kind of rude. Gets the job done no matter how many bullets shot or whatever they use in space. Anyways, that's what she's doing. So, okay, how long has she been going? I cannot tell. Anyways, we'll just head on over there. Thank you again for a lovely stream today, and I hope you all have a good one. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.